The claims made in the program you are about to listen to do not reflect the views and stand of Odenigbo FM.
Yeah, wonderful people. Good morning to you all. It's another new month and a new day and a new week. Yeah, we the people, we've survived so far so good or so far so well. Irrespective of the fact that things are really bad, this year is really horrible for the entire humanity. Then down here in Nigeria, it's unquantifiable, the situation and the plight of the people. But we must continue. Today, I have to, begin with making clarification so that people will understand where we are directing our sensitization at, so that people will understand where we are going and where we are coming from. Okay, and I want to always tell you that we ought to jettison our emotion and look at reality on ground. We are here specifically to organize the people, because we've seen union of this, union of that, trying to protect their labor union or their trade union or their professional union or whatever union there. That is for them to aspire and agitate for whatever thing they want to achieve. But the people are left in the cold. The general populace are left in the cold. Nobody is after the good of the general population, the good of the society. It is everybody to your own tent, okay? And this had made things to fall apart. We are here to organize the people. We are here to unite the people. That's why we'll be bordering our discussion today on the powers we have when we are united as a people. You see, I keep saying it that when we keep fighting ourselves, we will not see the real enemy coming to devour us. And that is what has been happening to the people, especially Nigerians. The ordinary people in Nigeria have been made to fight among themselves. If you ask an Igbo man, he will say the Hausa man is his problem. The Hausa man will say the Yoruba man is his problem. The Yoruba man will say, I don't want to see Igbo people. So while you are there fighting among yourselves, the people that have been laying ambush, not just laying, the people that have been plundering you, the people that have been feasting on your ignorance, on your gullibility, on your disunity, who pose to be your leaders, representing your interests, so-called, are busy out there united in their cause to make your life miserable. And that is why we will continue to lament, cry, pray, fast, and things get worse. But if the people understand whom they are, the powers they have, and unite for one common purpose, to bring about good governance for themselves, the ultimate aim for every humanity is to live a life worth living as a human, and not living like a lesser human or even like an animal. Even some people, some animals live better than human, because when they wake up in the morning, they know definitely that they will have something to eat. But here in Nigeria, you can tell how many people that for sure will tell themselves, I am sure that by the end of the day, I will have something for myself and my family. So you see that it is really getting so bad, and the victims of the impunity happening in Nigeria is the ordinary people. The ordinary people are the ones receiving it at the tail end. All right. So how do we get ourselves from this nightmare? How do we get ourselves from this pit? How do we get ourselves from this hell of a country in terms of living life like a normal humans? It's for us to unite as a people. And when we talk about freedom, people should understand and know that freedom is quite different from secession. You have to understand that very well. When we talk about freedom, we talk about your holistic freedom, your political freedom, your free choice to get your leaders emerge from within you and not superimposed upon you, which is what we've been seeing in Nigeria. Many political leaders in Nigeria never emerged from the people. People don't even know them. They never contributed anything worth it in their immediate environment. But before you know what is happening, they emerge as your senators, they emerge as your local government chairman, they emerge as your governors, your presidents. People that have not added any single value in their professional life, in their personal life, and in their community life. They have not added any single value, yet they emerge as your political leaders. And when they go in there, they turn it around and make it their personal business. And the people keep, suffering. Because those people that emerge as your leaders were handpicked by those who call themselves political godfathers. And they remain loyal to them. Now, they are not loyal to you. They don't make laws that reflect your aspiration. They don't protect you. In fact, the primary assignment of the government has failed. Protection of lives and properties. We are seeing it. Throughout last weekend, up to this morning, it is the campaign to end SARS. Why? Because people are tired of getting killed by the people who are saddled with responsibility to protect life. And people are getting tired of it. You see that? And I must tell you, talking about SARS and ending SARS, it is a campaign everybody must come in and be part of to either end it or amend it. I made mention of it in the video I published on our YouTube platform this morning, where I said clearly that while growing up as a child, seeing armed police or armed security personnel is something that you see once in a while. And when there is need for it, it's for emergency. It's for a rapid response to criminal activities that had to do with heavily armed criminals. But today we see heavily armed criminals doing the job of detectives, investigators, doing the job of even EFCC. A young man will be going on the street, you have your phone, they'll get you. They'll start harassing you, open your phone. And sometimes some people don't even know that police have done their own bit from the top, maybe to make some reforms, in terms of what you need to know. But the truth of the matter, coming down to the lower level of the operation on the street, it is a total different thing. Those things the people are not free to express their rights when accosted by security operatives. They molest you, they intimidate you. As long as they are carrying gun, you can't do nothing. But it is uncalled for. But who are saddled with responsibility to make sure that these things are put in check? It is those people in power. But they are not interested because they are not affected. Their children are not being harassed. Their children go about with security personnel attached to them. Those ones that are in Nigeria, but the rest of them are abroad. So when we talk about freedom, you have to understand relatively what we're talking about. Your political freedom to choose the right people that will represent your aspiration. Your economic freedom that will guarantee that after toiling to send your children to school, they graduate, they will have reasonable employment opportunities. Even if they want to go into business, the business they are going into will have a very conducive business environment for their businesses to strive and create more jobs. That is the freedom we're talking about. We're talking about social freedom, where everyone will be free to express himself with whatsoever opinion he or she has without being afraid of molestation, intimidation, and harassment. This is the freedom and the society we are talking about. And our spiritual freedom as well, because these are the 4 pillars of what we are doing on BVI Channel 1. That is why they call us Good Governance Ministry. It is quite different from secession. Okay? You have to get your freedom first. It is only freedom, it's only through freedom that you can live life like a human. Even God made humans as a free moral agent. A free moral agent. You are free to choose for yourself. And when that right for you to choose for yourself is taken away from you, then you have been reduced from being a normal human being. And that is what we are here to do. To organize the people, because one person alone cannot change the long-aged impunity that had become a culture in Nigeria today. You need the force and the power of the people to effect any change whatsoever you want to achieve. There is nothing the people cannot achieve if they are united. The problem we are having in this part of the world is that even the people are fighting among themselves. The people that brought themselves out, the people that brought themselves forward to make the needed sacrifice, to unite the people and let them get to what is after them, and let them know the rights they have, and let them pursue a common aspiration and achieve a common purpose. They will be the ones to rise against those people. They will suspect you first. Like we've been hearing here on this, when we open up the phone line, you keep hearing people calling. They are suspecting you. They don't know the amount of risk you're taking, the amount of resource you are spending, the sacrifice you are making personally to get this voice out on air, and as well get the people to unite and pursue for a common purpose. We are on this platform first for one purpose, and we are not deviating for it. Our eyes are on the ball to sign into law anti-open grazing bill. What is so difficult about it? Why is it that for over 3 months now we've been trying to mobilize the people, and yet they are still within India in their shell? They are afraid. They are afraid to speak up. They are afraid to identify among themselves, come together and make a demand. You hear them say power belongs to the people. Even political parties in Nigeria adopted it as their slogan. PDP, power to the people. But at the end of the day, when the people get into power, it becomes power to their families and political associates. It is happening everywhere. There is no political platform that is driven by ideology to enhance and improve lives. That is why things have continued to nosedive. That is why we continue to lament. But that is why we are here to reverse it. First, we kept saying that your freedom starts when you know whom you are and the powers you have. And as a people, there is nothing we cannot achieve if we are united. And that is why I'm here. We are here to unite you under a platform we call People's Restoration Movement. It is to restore the dignity of humanity, for us to live like proper humans in our homeland. In our homeland. Okay? So people must understand this. And people must appreciate the fact that people are making sacrifices for these things to be done. People are sacrificing their time, their energy, their resources to make sure that the ordinary people on the street live a better life. And I will admonish you to be part of the program that I'll be hosting this week, Saturday, 10th of October at Amobia. Call this number to be part of it. It's not just a program, but a place where we can empower you with the materials, getting ready for the 1 million man march. Don't forget, we are on air to get the people together to make a demand. One demand: to enact a law. The law to end open grazing. Because that is the biggest security challenge we are facing right now in our homeland. Food security. That is the greatest insecurity any human race can face. Famine, hunger. When it happens, you know that human being is almost as equal as animal. You will see complete breakdown of law and order. When people cannot eat, they say hungry man is an angry man. Now you can now understand what will become of your society when you have a whole society hungry and going on rampage. Because of what? They cannot feed themselves. And what could result to that? Because the farmers cannot even go to farm anymore. Why? Because people are grazing on their farmlands. You cultivate yam, you cultivate cassava, you cultivate beans, you cultivate corn. At the end of the day, you come up with nothing. In fact, you'll be lucky if you come up with your life, because we've seen a lot of farmers die as a result of what they call farmers grazers clash or farmers headers clash. We've never seen any other news other than that recently. It is prevalent. Everywhere you touch, people are crying. And as a result of that, farmers have abandoned the farmlands. Food crisis is surging in. Food prices is hitting the roof. How many people can afford it? Everybody is involved. Everybody is affected. But who is going to speak for us? That is why we've brought ourselves forward to speak for the people, organize the people, and do the needful. Because it is becoming clear that those in authority saddled with responsibility to do the needful don't know what they want to do, or they don't even know what to do at all. Or they are not, aware of the people's plight. As a government, it's unfortunate that signing this law in Igbo land, Digodu, in Southeast, going towards South, this is our cultural heritage. Our forefathers before us, our ancestors before us, set it in motion that you don't graze in any man's land. It is an abomination. It is an abomination to graze in. Then your government is folding hands, doing nothing, or just playing to the gallery. All we are here to do is to organize the people. Let us go to those people who say they are representing us in the state assemblies and our governors and ask them, why won't you sign and upgrade our customary law into a state law, enact it as a law, and end open grazing? What will stop them from doing that? It doesn't take anything. It is in accordance to our laws and tradition. It is accordance to the Constitution. Because Nigerian Constitution is drawn from four major sources: the customary stroke, the Sharia law, the borrowed English law, the statutory law, and the case law. These are sources of Nigerian Constitution. And number one is the customary law. And our customary law stated it clearly that you don't graze in people's land. Is it because we don't have written laws? Our forefathers did not hand over a written constitution to us. But this is our ordinary. If I go to a course where the ordinary Igbo, look abomination for animals to go and graze in another man's farm. It doesn't happen. And that is what we are saying. I don't know why people are afraid to participate in this very most important task and responsibility for the survival of our people. What is the rocket science there? What is the rocket science? People are saying they are afraid to come out. I understand their fears. But I tell you, fear is the greatest enemy of man. And it is living inside your head without paying rent. Your fear is what is inside your head. Because if the people understand the powers they have, they will know there will be no government without the people. Because now the people be the government. Those in government houses are public servants, beginning with the legislators, the executive, and the judiciaries, including the people working under the executives, the police, and the armed forces. They are all public servants. They are there to serve you. They are not there to molest you. They are not there to kill you. They are not there to make laws to protect themselves alone and leave you out in the cold to die. No. The only way we can reverse all this is for the people to unite. There is no two ways about it. Tineda Sozo, as a person, cannot go out there and make the effect change. The people must be involved. That is why it is the movement of the people. So it is high time we all be part of this. Join the program. The mobilization is in top gear. We look forward, based on your reactions, based on your response on Saturday, we will get a date that we are going to march and go to the government and make our demand to end open grazing once and for all. If you are signing in on this program, if you're signing in on this mandate to end open grazing, meet me at Amobia. Call these numbers: 0810-420-7522, or you call 080-6098-2212. Call these numbers: 0810-420-7522, or you call 080 60982212. I'll admonish you to call the second number first, because that is the mobilization agent who is on top of the fact. He is the leader of, or the coordinator of People's Restoration Movement in Anambra State. And we'll be holding the program here in Anambra, and every other person in other states are invited at Amobia in Oka by 12 noon, 10th of October. Call the numbers and the rest of the details will be handed over to you. Call 080609822212. There, the unity of the people will be established, because now we were with the people, now we be government. Those in government houses are our servants. And having said that so far, we'll be opening up the line, because I want to give more of the callers to make their submission on today's program. You can call Odenibo FM on 070-194-78850, or you call 070-38-155515. And while we're waiting for your calls to come in, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate our people who have been helping to keep this voice rolling on the air and mobilizing and conscientizing the people. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your financial support. Thank you very much, because it is with you that this voice is coming on air. Let us take this first caller. Hello. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from? Which you're calling from Abagana. Okay, make swift your submission. That is why we ask you to call the number we just stated. We ask you to call the number. Every number that calls, we give you the details of the venue. But it is in Amobia, around the Amobia roundabout. So you call the numbers so that we'll make arrangements for the number of people that are coming. We'll make proper arrangement for the number of people that are coming. 080-6098-2212. I'll keep calling the number till the end of the program. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Emeka.
Emeka calling from where?
I'm calling from Onitsha.
Go ahead with the submission, please. Okay. Okay. Maro ifa na-ekwu maka ya. Ngwane ya kpochi ya azụ. Na-ege ifa na-ekwu. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning. I'm coming from Oba.
Go ahead with the submission, my brother. Your name?
Yeah, my name is Robinson Sunday.
Okay, Robinson, go ahead.
I'm interested for the program because what is happening in Nigeria now is absolutely wrong. So the customary law, yes, it's true, but our people did not apply it in practical sense concerning both people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make sure, look at the address.
Just call the number. Call the number on 08060982212. When you call the number, every detail will be handed over to you.
Okay.
And we'll also be sending bulk SMS. You can send SMS to the number that I called. The details will be sent to you, or you call the number, the details will be forwarded to you. Don't just come alone. Come with everybody around you. We want the response. We want to see that the people are ready to go and make that demand from their government. Sorry about that. You can call back again. Hello.
Hello, my name is Romanus, calling from Ogidi.
Romanus, go ahead with your submission, please.
The program is really interesting. The government will not have to, we the people, the main government.
Of course.
It's a lot of the people. Thank you for asking the people.
Will you be there on Saturday by 12 noon? That is what we are talking about. Everybody must come out, and we will take a date when we are going to go and visit those who are serving us in government houses.
Yes.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. Let's take other callers. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning. I'm calling
Go ahead, Collins.
To support the program, even though the year in the Delta State, most of us are not totally that we are evil. But the cost of our people is because we are fighting. You know, the open grazing, they have already indirectly started doing it. Going to the villages in Delta State here. To some of them, some military, they are bringing cows to their villages and giving some people money to abandon their farm. So this cost is worth supporting, and we will all be there. And one thing I'm begging is, if it should be possible for you to also come down here, because as I'm hearing it now, if I have not already, I wouldn't have been aware, so that the sensitization can go far and go deep, even to the young ones in school, because I'm close to 30 years now, and yes, there are people at my age that does not even know, cannot remember what happened in 1999. They can't even remember what happened in 1993. When you are talking, it looks as if you are exaggerating. At times, I begin to wonder whether we are all not in different countries. In Nigeria, they call their country just had an independence in 1950, and now they are 60 years old. And I go about the street, of 50 something, 50 years, saying that it should be well, it should be well. I asked them, 50 years ago, you people could not prepare the future for us that are present now over 30 years. What well will the country also have for the next 50 years? So, we the young ones, some of us are strong-minded people. We are holding behind it. We might not be wearing uniform. We might not be in politics to speak for them to hear our voice. The little way we can do it, we do it.
That is why you have to call the number. People, we are appointing people from different states to coordinate their states and local government across the southeast and the south. Make sure you call the number 08060982212. I'll keep calling the number so that you can be appointed to start coordinating your area. Start bringing people together. The materials are out.
This number you called now, please, I'd like you to call it, because the other one you called, I have it and I call it now. Sure.
Go. I will keep calling it. 08060982212, or you call 0810-420-7522. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, boss.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Emmanuel, and I'm calling from Mobilization.
Oh, go ahead, Emmanuel.
Please, my brother, I like this program too much. But there's something I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Are you sure that on that day of this 1 million march, are you sure that all these governors which we have here, that they are not going to bring forces out that day? Because you know, they are good in killing their brothers because of serving their slave masters. So how are you sure that we are going to be free? Because
okay, let me answer that question very. Let me just it's okay. I've gotten your question. Let me answer it. How am I going to be sure that nothing will happen to the people when they come out? Is it? The only assurance I will give to you is 1 million man march, and not 500 people on the street or 1,000 people on the street. If the people responds, then the people have spoken. The people will march down to the government house and make the demand. When you have 1 million person in front of government house, tell me how many people you are going to bring to subdue them. So we are asking the government to do the needful. Just go and sign anti-open grazing bill into law. There is nothing more we are demanding. It's a simple thing. Simple. That is what we want you to do. That is the only thing we want of you. Then you call the number so that you will be properly integrated and be part of the program that will be happening on Saturday, because we are going to be picking a date for this 1 million march. And the response on that day will determine to a large extent the date we are going to pick to go and visit our servants in government house.
Thank you for your effort.
God bless you. You see, this is no time for us to entertain any fear. This is our civic responsibility. In fact, you are doing service, great service to humanity, to your community, and to the government of your state when you participate in this one. In fact, some of these people in government, especially your governors, they know this. They know this, but their hands are tied. They cannot do anything. We are going to the government house to untie their hands and their legs so that they can sign this bill into law. Some of them are tied because of their political interests. Some of them are tied because of their, maybe some of the misconduct financially. They don't want Abuja to come heavily on them when they leave office. Some of them are tied by one political interest or the other. We are going to the government house to untie their hands so that they will sign this bill into law. There is nothing illegal about it. Hello?
Hello, good day, sir.
Good morning to you. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Frank. I'm calling from Oka.
Go ahead, Frank.
I wanted to ask you that somebody has just asked a question.
Yeah.
On security assurance, you have no assurance to give. See, it's a C. Not a C. Other than that, what you need to have it. Or what assurance you need for it? I did to what I want to understand.
I feel you. I feel you. Yes, okay.
Village level, when they far, but if you go, what I mean, I know you're there, I'm alone over new or another village, it is not a mother down and be on a camp police.
All the Kwegu, my brother. All the Kwegu.
What your mother only I didn't phone you, and then even you, I don't know, get a car, Madeva.
I'm telling you, a lot of families are suffering hunger. You know what they are good in Obodo. Nabi Fedi Kwegu. Nabi Fedi Egu, my brother. So nani but Saturday no oka na ma obi oka. Okay. Bolo ndị ọzọ bịaba na ebe anyị na-ekwu maka ya. Onye ọbụla na-apụtaba zuzugbe because anyị nwa bụ gọọmenti a na-ekwu okwu na ndị a na-achị anyị, ndị achị anyị ka m na ma fatizi na anyị ife anyị chọbụ ndị ndu ndị ga-edu anyị je n'ọnọdụ ife akụnụba, ọnọdụ mkpuchi na nchekwaba. Ọ bụrụ ndị ya na-achị achịla anyị ka na ma na-akpagharị ebe niile ife a na-emebita alụsọ. Thank you. God bless you. Let's take another caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I am Senior Apostle.
Ganiru, what do you have to say?
I call you a great man and a brave man also. Because it takes a man with a lion's heart, a very courageous man to do what you're doing.
Thank you.
In a system whereby our mouths are shut up, whereby our hands and legs are tied and chained, nobody to speak. And you are here speaking. The people are saying, Almighty God, the way He encouraged Moses, He will encourage you and make your aspirations to pass. Having said that, let me say that I think it is very, very good that people understand that their hands ties their freedom.
Exactly.
I used to more when people are expecting Buhari, expecting the governors to set them free in this kind of system. I laugh at the people because they don't know until they are having. When Moses has a law, Moses knows the usefulness of the law. Because now the beginner is why he made use of the law right time at the right way. The road works in many occasions.
Yeah.
Now, the Constitution God have arrested Nigeria and made them to enshrine in the Constitution, making people to be very lost to declare that supremacy and sovereignty belong to the people. Now, for the people to know how to invoke the spirit of that security and sovereignty, one of the ways to do it is what you are doing. And I also know the way to do it. Many ways to clear that. You see, so I commend you what you are doing. The system we are into is corrupt, and a criminal system of government, a fraudulent system of government, and anybody that climbs there, it's very difficult to reform. Because if the person reforms it will be against the person. Because if you are still up, you will no longer see it. You see, everything starts from your table and ends on your table. You see, it's not like it to stop. We like it to continue.
All right.
Every other Nigeria will become better, and only you will become a comfortable person. Whereby only you will be the protected person in the country. Other people are unsafe. You will not like it to stop. So this is what you are saying. Only the people can save themselves from this problem.
Exactly.
No government official, no politician can save us.
Exactly.
If you are waiting for any politician, any government to save you in this future, you are wasting your time. Only the people and God can save themselves.
Okay.
Thank you for what you are doing. I believe that the people are hearing and are already volunteering to support and to come forward. I said talking to you, though I'm in exile and since Buhari took over power, I went to exile. I'm speaking to you right now from exile.
All right, thank
all necessary cognitions for people to be part of the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is what we are talking about. And the people must understand. The Bible has written everything on. I go Bible every day, but we don't really apply it. We don't really apply what we read from the Bible. The Bible have asked us in some places to go and learn from the animals, like we use dove, the serpent, to even give us illustration. Go and learn from the ants. I have been learning from the animals. How do these people survive? How do these animals survive in the wild? And their channel, the channel that shows animal life in the wild, is my best channel. I watch it every day and I learn every day. I have seen animals fight, lock hand against themselves, on themselves, fighting to death without seeing a predator coming to devour them. And eventually, it devours either them or one of them. You see, when we keep fighting among ourselves, when we keep concentrating on things that doesn't matter, that disunite us, when we don't concentrate on the things that matter, that unifies us, then things continue to fall apart. We continue to be victims. We continue to be victims. I tell you, if the people are organized, there is no system they cannot change and turn around. So if you are complaining of bad government, just know invariably you are involved. Let us take this caller. Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Mike.
Mike, from where? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Mike. Otu according. Biko pụtaba kpọrọ ndị ga-akpọ wee pụtaba no everybody ka ịchọ ka ịfụ n'uke that day na Amobia that day rather ọnụ ọbụla by 12 kpọọ nọmba anyị na-ekwu maka ya 08060982212 ma ọ wee kpọọ 08104207522 anyị nọ na Amobia ị ga-afụkwu m ebe ahụ mma na ebe a gidigba. I'm telling you, everybody must come out. Oh yeah, I will decide this year for ourselves. Ndị ga-abịazi ga-abụ ndị ga-eje kpọtazie ndị ọzọ niile from all locality, from all local government, from all states cut across south east and south. This thing must come to an end. this open grazing, it has really dealt more harm than any other thing in our homeland, and we need to address it. Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, right comment time. Live from Umunachi.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been listening to you for some minutes now, and I concur with you. I've been listening to you right some minutes now, and I have to call you. I am a freedom fighter myself. I don't believe in open grazing and what is going on in this country called Nigeria. But what I call, I want to ask you a question. Can I go on?
Go on with your question, please. Make it brief because other callers are calling.
Yeah, what we are trying to do this yourself on Saturday. I want to know the organizer, because before we make a move, we have to know the people organizing it. You know, in this country, we have the Oduduwa Republic.
All right, now listen to the organizers immediately. Let us not keep it too long because of time. People's Restoration Movement is putting the people together, is organizing the people. For this is just the first one. No, this is our first demand, to ask for and demand for open grazing to end. So People's Restoration Movement, not just People's Restoration Movement, listen, the coalition of all civil society organizations and the religious bodies, now they have an umbrella being organized by the leader or president of Alibo Development Foundation, Professor Zode Manwala. They now put together a coalition for this purpose. They call it Coalition of Southeast and the South-South Religious Body and Civil Society Organization. They are the ones organizing. They will be in front in terms of this 1 million march. And under the platform, People's Restoration Movement, we are putting the people together. We are organizing the people not just for this one purpose, but to make a stand and turn around the misery we are facing in our homeland. We have people in government that are making use of our resources for their personal purpose, impoverishing us and subjugating us. So we must put an end to that. But first, we must secure our homeland, our farm, our food supply is in serious threat. So everybody must be part of this. And I tell you that it is only when the people are together that we can all get this thing done once and for all.
No, listen to me. I'll hear myself. I want to ask, will this protest go on in Abuja? Because we need our people to go to Aso Rock and to bring out the image in Aso Rock. My
dear, we are not interested. We are not interested in Abuja. We said Southeast and the South-South. We are talking about our homeland. We want to secure our homeland. We want to make sure that food crisis does not occur in our homeland. We want to make sure that the government who are claiming that their hands are tied to sign this anti-open grazing into law will force their hands open to do the needful, because it's according to our tradition. It's according to our custom. It is not the custom and tradition of Abuja. It is the custom of Igbo land. And that is why we are concentrated here. Thank you very much. Let us take other callers, brother. Thank you very much for answering your question, because we have so many people that want to speak on this issue. We need to get everybody to air the opinion, because that is one of the things we are here to do, to give the people a voice. Get it, know it, that it is only we that can save ourselves from our misery. Nobody will do that for us. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you calling from?
Please, I want to ask a small question again.
Please do.
As we are discussing about our governors, what about all these our traditional rulers that are money mothers, that are taking this and planting headers into our community? But that's why we are the biggest threat we have on this side of the world.
Exactly. You know why we decide to concentrate on the government. You know, people historically, we have to understand how the institution of Ndigwe came in place. They are all product of colonization. All right? Yes, from one chief down to Ndigwe now. And the government in place are the ones giving them the what they call staff of office. So we are going from the Ebe Milisuebalo, from DC. Good. And we know that if our traditional rulers are genuine enough and bold enough to take up this responsibility from the localities, from the community setting, they will organize the people to end open grazing in their communities. But just like you pointed out, some towns and villages, the people encouraging open grazing, the people selling public lands happen to be the people that pose as your traditional rulers. It's unfortunate. And that is why we have to go to the state government to enact a state law. We've seen some places also where the Igwes are outspoken, where the traditional rulers are doing the needful by mobilizing the community to end open grazing in their own land. Yet, the state government and the federal forces are using intimidation of the police to stop the people from ending open grazing in their homeland. That is why we want to enact and uplift our tradition and customary law into a state law. And that is why we must go to the government house and mandate them, because they say they have our mandate. We will not mandate them to sign into law anti-open grazing bill. We cannot achieve it if we are not united. That is exactly what we're talking about. The number to call to be part of that program on Saturday, 10th of October 2020 at Amobia. The number to call to get more details, the exact place is 08060982212. Hello? Hello, your name and where you're calling from? We can hear you. Speak up a little bit. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, my name is Peter. I am calling from.
Go ahead with the submission.
I want to ask a question.
Please go on.
The issue now is not about having a good government. Because fighting a good government, Nigeria is a state, and you can't fight for Nigeria to have a good government. Why is Nigeria is not a country? You hear me?
I heard you, but now let me respond to you. You have not asked any question.
Nigeria is a state.
What is your question? You said you want to ask a question.
The people you want to fight, the people you are going to fight, are those people who are in this country that don't want this country to go forward. What we are asking for is simple, is Biafra. We are not asking.
Thank you very much for your submission, but I want to tell you that what we are doing here is for the people's emancipation, for the people to unite and turn around their plight. If you say you are going to fold your arms and do nothing because you feel that you have given up on Nigeria completely, I must tell you, we will continue to face more hardship. Our children will not be able to go to school. Those that have graduated will not be able to get good job. If you are sick, you can't go to the hospital and get proper treatment. If you must get a proper treatment, then you have to pay through your nose, which many of you cannot afford. Are we not talking about security? We are now talking about the families unable to feed their children. And that is where we are talking from the point of view where we are now, to address food crisis, which is the greatest threat of humanity. And this can bring a total breakdown of law, can bring total anarchy. If this trend continues, we cannot just fold our arms and lament. We cannot just fold our arms and allow our emotions to becloud our sense of reasoning. We cannot allow our fear to drive us into oblivion. We cannot allow our fears to overcome us. We need to stand up and do the needful. And we have to do it as a united force, because the government is the people. Those in government that are working as public servants are our servants. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Thank you again, Mr. C. Eventually, to where we're going with, and everyone has said in those other
Ebeni nekane mia ma Delta, ma Edo, ma Imo, ma Ebonyi, ma Enugu, everywhere, Abia State, everywhere. Everybody must be involved. If it is not happening in your state, start one. If people around you are not talking about it, start talking about it. Start mobilizing people.
Okay, even now, Mr. C, who Campo say now, or South, they will tell us they have the
I will strategy to get this thing done. Because I am at the kind of terrain and Obodayan on email. We don't want anything to sabotage this mandate to end open grazing. Or believe any on air. Mana, that is why we ask you to call 08060982212 and converge on 10th. 10th is not the day for the 1 million march. 10th is the day we will choose a date as a people. The people that are mobilizing from different states and local governments will converge in that place, including you that is listening. Everybody must come out there because we're going to give you the flyers, the posters, so that it will get across every nook and cranny of our community. This message must sink. Just like we are told in the Bible that the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ the second time will not come until the message has gone all through the face of the all the nook and cranny of the earth. So this message must soak everywhere. Everybody must be talking about, everybody must be demanding open grazing to end. That is the only way we can all unite in one voice and in one accord, one march down to the government house to mandate the people who are serving us to do the needful. So make yourself available that day on 10th of October at Amobia, Oka, Anambra State by 12 noon. Call 08060982212 or you call 08104207522. That is the only way we can do it. We cannot do it by just lamenting. We cannot do it by just sitting back, folding our arms and cry. Some of us, we go down and start praying and fasting, start casting and binding. We have done that enough. It is time for us to add action to our faith, because faith without works is useless. We are not a useless people. We have to do the needful, and that needful starts and begin with you participating in this mandate to end open grazing. Don't forget, this message is coming to you from the people who are called the Good Governance Ministry. If you want to get more of our messages, our content without bias, without propaganda, things that will open up your eyes and empower you with the kind of information that will take you to that place you desire to live as a human, BVI Channel 1 is the platform. On social media, just search BVI Channel 1 on YouTube. You can just subscribe. Subscription there is free. You click on the notification bell. Those of you who are on WhatsApp, you can call 08104207522 on WhatsApp, and you'll be getting all the notifications happening around the world, specifically happening and affecting you as a person. We are there to mobilize the people. We are there to emancipate the people from their fear and empower them with the right information. Join me every Monday by 11 a.m. to 12 noon, every Monday. And I appreciate those who have continued to support, especially our sister, who have continued to show serious support to make sure that this voice keeps speaking. Because if that is not done, and you stop hearing my voice, people will say, but you don't know what it costs for us to be on air. You don't know what it costs for us to mobilize and give you a voice. You don't know what it costs. People are making sacrifices, and you must appreciate them. You must appreciate that fact that people are making sacrifice for your freedom. And the freedom we talk about, political freedom, economic freedom, social freedom, and ultimately your spiritual freedom. That is why you have to anchor on BVI Channel 1, the Good Governance Ministry. Join People's Restoration Movement. Start one if it is not around you. Start mobilizing people. It is People's Restoration Movement. It is not the movement of Asuzu Chinedu Peters. It is not the movement of a particular individual. This is the movement of the people for their emancipation, because we must restore back humanity to where it's supposed to be. We are not less than humans. We are humans, and we are born free, and we will remain free. We can only do that. We can only guarantee that if we are united. That is the message coming to you, and I appreciate the management of Odenibo FM 99.1 giving the people the platform to speak out, because that is the greatest gift you can give to any man. Let us take the last batch of the callers. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name? Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Karabin Sunday. I'm calling from Oba.
Go ahead.
So please, I know that I'm from Oba, Imo State. So I know how far some of our who will call Omar in this program. How am I sure that maybe if I carry out in my local government or my community, I can mobilize people? But how am I sure that all these foreign chiefs who have sold their rights to Hausas and Fulani people, how am I sure that it will work out?
It will work out when the people are united. If your community people say enough is enough, who is one man to stop it? Who is one man to stop the people? That is why we are saying the unity of the people is paramount. Go ahead, let the message sink. Truth is truth. Truth breaks every yoke. There is no lie that the truth can stand. That there is no lie that can stand against the truth.
Okay, on that Saturday,
Call the numbers and be part of that program. Keep listening because we are wrapping it up on today's program. Call 0810-420-7522 or you call 080-6098-2212. Be there. I'll be there live. I will be there. I'm not there. And the rest of the people will be there. And the rest of every humanity that want this thing to be done with, should all be there. There will take a day where we're going to go and pay a visit to our servants in government houses. Having said that, I appreciate you for listening this far. Keep liking, keep sharing, those of you on the social media. If you have not subscribed on our YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you don't know our YouTube platform and our social media platform, just search BVI Channel 1. I say remain as Suchine Peters, the voice of the people, the voice of God, and the voice of our ancestors, saying, stay safe. Goodbye.